Da 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 da. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. That last thing you saw is my referral code. This is an Earth 2 update video, so please use that when buying tiles. That really helps support the channel. That helps feed Dashi. Everyone say hello, Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Outside of that, Patreon down below as well, along with everything else. Now, I get a lot of questions each day. I'll answer everyone on YouTube. If you comment on YouTube, any question that you have, I will answer it. If you on Facebook Messenger or Instagram, I'll get back to you at some point. It's just I get so many each day, but there are a couple that I always put, in. Okay, here I'm answering questions like I did yesterday. So all right, well, what do I do as far as those? Yeah, I take the ones that I think are really good, and then I answer them on here. One of them, somebody said, "What do you think about me buying islands? About buying an island?" And I was like, okay, well, like which island? Because I have different answers. Whether you're buying Virgin Islands or Cayman Islands or the random island in the middle of nowhere. Everyone shout out to Nigel Thornberry. Everyone comment down below if you ever watched the Wild Thornberries. He did that in one episode. He had an island, unnamed island called Nigel Island. It's an uncharted island. It needs a name, so that's what he named it. And he says, well, if I buy these islands, sit over here, wherever they were, and he's like, are they, will someone want to buy it? Can I flip them? I was like, if you're going to buy an island to flip, like if you're going to buy something just to try to flip it, my suggestion is don't. Especially for that cheap stuff. That cheap island that you would get for like 36 cents or something. I was like, if you're going to buy that so that you can get resources and focus on other stuff, by all means, go do that. But if you're going to take an island that nobody's ever heard of, at least in the Western world, that no one's ever heard of, there's just no organic demand. Like, there's a reason why it's like 30 cents. There's a reason why that it's still down there, is because there's not enough organic interest with that. There's not enough people saying like, oh, I want that, I want that. It's like, people saying like, oh, well, what about, this card? And talking about Pokemon cards. Like let's say like this card, yeah, it's really rare. It's only got like a few in the pop report. I was like, okay, well, why is there so few in the pop report? Because it's just people not sending it in to get it graded because it's not rare. Same thing with islands or any place that's under a certain amount of money. I chose Antarctica because everyone knows where Antarctica is. Like everyone knows where that is. One of the 7 continents. March of the Penguins. We got everything there. We have potential monsters. I don't know. I am not at liberty to say. But outside of that is because it was cheap, but it also was cheap not because nobody knew about it. It's because it didn't go stonks yet at that point. When I started buying, it was like in the 60 cent range, and then as soon as it reached 69, I announced the Megacity, and then it went to like $1.30. Now it's $1.50 because I keep buying. Everyone keeps buying. But for something that nobody ever heard of, okay, no, like if you're saying like, maybe like Peru. Oh, people know what Peru is. They use that as my home world. I'm saying like, oh, they know what Madagascar is. They know they've heard of Zimbabwe. But I guarantee you, like, most people don't know the country Niger in Africa. We're like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Sounds oddly racist. No, it's not. If you're going to take a place that nobody knows about, odds are it's not going to go stonks. Not going to be able to flip it. That being said, like I said, if you have an idea that you want, like, I have this great idea, it's going to be really amazing, but I need a lot of tiles to do that, then you go and you buy where those tiles are cheapest. Wherever they are, buy where they're cheapest, because if the idea is good, people will come. If it's a good idea, I'm going to do a video about it. Speaking of which, when people say like, oh, do a video about this, do a video about people say that all the time. Can you like answer this? Can you shout me out? I physically cannot. I would be doing 3 videos a day. All of them would be 10 minutes long. I'd be like, shout out to this person, shout out to this person, check this out. I literally can't. Like at that point, it has to be compensation, and I hate doing that. I hate saying like, oh, I'll only do that if you give me money. But yeah, Patreon down below. We'll work out a deal, whether it's PayPal, whatever. Just shoot me a message with that. I just can't. But if something is good, organically good in the game, then I'll be like, yeah, absolutely. This is really good, and I'll do a report on it. Like, everyone should check this out. It has this, this, and this. I'll probably have some type of contest for that on Chaveztopia. Yeah, so that'd be my advice on that. If you want to just try to flip something, get something that's okay, maybe somewhere in like Brazil or India, South Africa. Although India, I'm mad at because they're trying to ban Bitcoin. So no India. I love my Indian brothers, but yeah, their government's doing something harsh to them. Outside of that, we do have a neighbor. There was something that somebody did want me to, and in the comments, by all means, like ask me to do whatever, and I'll try to do it. People are asking me to cover so many different cryptocurrencies. Ask me to cover so many things, and I can't do them all. I'll try to at some point, but every once in a while, someone gives me an idea like, "This is great," and it is called My Neighbor Alice. Alice, Alpha, Lima, India, Charlie, Echo. Alice, it jumped over 220% on Binance from its initial private token sale price. I'm going to read you a little bit, and I'm going to break it down. Basically, it looks like it's done on Flash Art, this game. But seeking to unite gamers, token holders, and NFT collectors, Alice is currently trading at $30 on Binance within a 24-hour volume of over 1.3 billion US dollars. Oh my God. My Neighbor Alice, or Alice, rose to about $22 on Binance, a 220% increase from its private sale price. Private sale price meaning they were raising money beforehand. At this price, it's about 175% increase from the public sale price. So whatever the public sale price was, increase 175% to that $22. Public sale price meaning like, okay, here's a private sale, here's where it releases to the public, and then it goes to the moon. It doesn't always go to the moon. Sometimes it releases to the public, there's no organic demand, the fundamentals aren't there, crashes and burns, people who invested, money's lost, it's gone, worth zero now. But in this case, and this is with, again, just the private token sale price. With Binance as the current and most active trading market, Alice has a total supply of 100 million. My Neighbor Alice has raised 2.2 million from 2 rounds of token sales, with 21% of it selling at 10 cents. Does that sound familiar? On the other hand, 80% sold at 12.5 cents, per Alice. Now, why does this matter? Like, Chavez, this sounds like a cryptocurrency. Like, why are you going over cryptocurrency in an Earth 2 video? You have a separate playlist for that. Yes, absolutely. But I also have this thing called foresight. And if you look at the past, you can read what's coming in the future. If anyone's seen that show Gravity Falls, everyone comment down below if you've seen that, where Mabel takes that candy that's like banned in America, and she has like this trip, and she's like, I see the future is in the past. That's what it is. You look to the past, and then you can see the future. You can read what's coming. Read the writing on the wall. My Neighbor Alice is a multiplayer builder game that allows players to create virtual lands. Now, My Neighbor Alice is the game. Alice is the coin, I guess. Players can also earn rewards and interact with their virtual neighbors. The game merges 2 worlds, as seen in games like Animal Crossing. It provides a narrative for regular players who want to enjoy the gameplay and experience, and players who want to collect and trade non-fungible tokens. Now again, why I'm bringing this up between Alice and My Neighbor Alice. My Neighbor Alice is the game. Alice is the coin. Earth 2 is the game. $$ is the coin. Now, what they are probably going to do, I do not work for Earth 2. I don't work for them. I don't talk to them. I don't call them at home. Although I did with Thomas a couple times, but that was when I was supposed to be a mod for Facebook. I don't regularly speak to them. Once in a while, I get the chance to, on Discord or whatever. Sorry, my eye was a little off. I have something in it. I haven't been able to get it out all day, so I'm looking, like Ed from Crank Calls. I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to wear an eye patch for the rest of the day. What has been happening is that Earth 2 has the possibility of raising capital. Say they already have, that we kind of finance that, but saying, hey, this $, we're going to make it worth something. You could either, one, use the funds that you have, and, we'll take those funds, we'll give you this new Earth token, whatever it is. What Alice is doing in My Neighbor Alice is what the E token could do in Earth 2. Now, I'm not saying that this is automatically going to go stonks. It's not going to automatically just go from, 10 cents or whatever they sell it at to $22. And if you put in, hang on one second. I got to do some maths here. 1, 2. It's not going to move 2 decimal places where if you put in $100, now suddenly it's worth $10,000. I'm not saying that's going to happen. But if you, I have not heard of My Neighbor Alice. Decentraland is, yeah, we've heard of other things, but it does not have the, like British guy Dorkslayer said, like, he's been to all of the discords and all the telegrams for all these things. They do not touch. They can't shine the shoes of Earth 2. Whatever happens to other games, this can go 8-fold, 10-fold. Like, there's so much more organic interest. There's so much more demand. And yeah, that's this is going to be a lot. And there's 100 million of those coins at $22 a coin. Again, doing a thing here. Yeah, that's so much money. If we do that here, that's 220 million. 2.2 billion coins. Somebody comment down below. Something's wrong with my mind. I had to do it on a pen and paper, but yeah, that's 2.2 billion. $2.2 billion market cap for that coin, which is bananas. They do that with Earth 2, probably going to be something similar, even more because there's a lot more. Now, reading on the rest of the article, it provides regular players, non-fungible tokens, and what are tiles? What are tiles? It's an NFT. The builder game intends to provide NFT rentals and NFTs that are collateral backed. This way the player can rent out their NFTs and earn interest. What does that sound like? What does that sound like? Rent out your property and get money. Sorry. The game also integrates DeFi elements into its narrative to incentivize players' participation. Alice, as the native utility token on My Neighbor Alice, will be used as the in-game currency with this currency. Players will be able to buy assets and specific skill sets in the game's marketplace. We're going to have a tech tree for skills, for stuff. This is it. This is going to... I am only doing two things right now. I'm buying Bitcoin and I'm investing in Earth 2. Those are the only two things I'm buying in. I am literally, like, everyone that has seen it saw my 1099 for 2020. Well over 6 figures from one of the companies that I worked with. I am no longer going to be funding with that company. My money is not going to be going into loans for business owners. It is going into Earth 2 and Bitcoin. Now, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. That is just what I'm doing. Just letting you know. Players will also earn Alice after completing quests and stake the tokens to earn a percentage of platform revenues. This is it. They took a page out of Earth 2's playbook, and they're doing it with much worse graphics. And a much less organic interest. This is it. If there was ever a time where I am 100% convinced that I'm going to make so much money on that, I'm saying because, again, not a financial advisor, but yeah, I would tell my friend Steve, Aria Realty, this is directed towards you. If you're looking at me right now, we're going to be so heckin' rich. You quit school right now, Aria Realty. You quit school. You don't go back. You break up with your girlfriend. No, I'm joking. Aaron, no. Stay with Aaron. I love you guys. But for real, mic drop. All right. I love you guys. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Can't go on. It's too epic. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry. All right. I love you guys. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. Sorry. Bye.